Hi everybody, I'm Tori. So, I'm doing this video for Facebook, and I wanted to pop it on, and I wanted to tell you guys a few things about buying and selling vehicles, okay? The first thing I wanted to say is this is not directed towards anybody or anyone specific. I just wanted to put my experience out there on trying to purchase a vehicle that we still don't have yet. So I wanted to start out with a couple months ago, or not a couple months ago, but probably about a month ago. We were in the process of looking for a vehicle. Okay. We had come across this vehicle here on the west side. Now, we went and we took a test drive of the vehicle, and everything was great. Like, it drives really nice. We were really happy with the car. And we purchased the car, and they wanted cash, so we paid them cash for the car. They drove it around for about a week, and we had a really, really bad rainstorm. And we drove through a puddle. And all of a sudden, like, this was a big puddle. And all of a sudden, my legs got drenched. And it was wet from the front of the car to the back of the car on the passenger side. Okay. Didn't think anything of it. So it took about a week and a half to go and get a safety inspection done. And I know you have like 14 days to change your insurance and registration and everything over. So we went and got the safety inspection done. We took it to Canadian Tire, and they were really nice at Canadian Tire. They did the safety inspection. It did not pass the safety inspection. Completely downed our day. Okay. There was, and the car that I showed you was a 2005 Ford Taurus. Okay. There was driver's ball joints were loose. Front struts were worn, rear struts were worn, rear tires were worn, and in the undercarriage of the car. So underneath the car, right, there's holes in the bottom of the car from the front passenger side to the back. That's how come I got soaked. So I paid a lot of money for this car, and I'm out that amount of money for something that should have gone to the junkyard. Okay, because it would cost too much money to actually get all that stuff fixed, because the undercarriage, they have to make sure that everything's welded and sealed, and it would cost a lot of money. So that was a downer. And I wanted to let you guys know exactly what we're going to do from now on. So when we go and look for a vehicle, if we find a vehicle that we like, we're going to tell them we're taking it to our mechanic, and we're going to get our mechanic to do a safety inspection done on it. And yes, I'll pay for the safety inspection out of pocket. Okay? Not a problem. I want this next vehicle to pass the safety inspection. So, one thing, when you're buying a vehicle, that's one thing you should do. You look at the whole vehicle, everything, lights, whatever. You make sure everything runs and everything works. But before you hand any money to the person that's selling the vehicle, take that car to your mechanic and get a safety inspection done on it. Because if it doesn't pass the safety inspection, don't buy it. If the people that are selling the car don't want you to take it and get a safety inspection, walk away. I'm telling you right now, walk away. That's red flag signs there. If they don't want you to take it and get a safety inspection, then just walk away. Now, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I look for when I'm looking for vehicles. Number one, I'm looking for low mileage vehicles. So anything that's under 200,000 kilometers is perfect. Okay. Another thing that I look for is I look at pictures. I see people posting pictures of vehicles on sale and they have 2 pictures. 2 pictures. When I look at pictures, and I message people all the time and I say, hey, do you have more pictures? I look at pictures of the driver's side of the car, the front of the car, the passenger side of the car, the rear of the car. I also look for pictures of the trunk. So you open the trunk and you take a picture of inside the trunk. This gives people an idea of how big the trunk is. Okay. I also look at pictures of the back seat of the car and the front seat of the car. Now, getting to the front seat, I look at pictures of the driver's console, what they're going to look at. Okay, so if you start the vehicle, take a picture of that and show people what they're going to see. If it says 179,000 kilometers, well, you're going to see 179,000 kilometers when you start the car. Okay. Also, the middle section of between the driver and the passenger. Okay. If it's just a solid seat, or if it's a seat, if it's something that you have your cup holders, etc., take a picture of the stereo. Okay. If you look at the stereo and you take a picture of the stereo and then whether the shifter is on the 3 in the tree or whether it's down where the stereo is, people are going to know where that is. Okay. So it gives them an idea of where everything is and how everything is basically going to run in the car. Whether it's cloth seats or leather seats, whether it's heated, whether it's air conditioned and heat. Okay, and the biggest thing with the stereo is people want to know whether it's a single CD or a 5 CD stereo system, or whether it's just a radio or a tape deck. Okay, this is a lot of what I look for in a vehicle. And like I said, from now on, when we go to look for a vehicle, we will be taking it to our mechanic and having a safety inspection done before we even decide to buy it. And I hope that people watching this video get an idea of what some people look for. Because like I said, I come across pictures of vehicles for sale and they have 2 pictures. Well, that's not going to tell me anything. They have a picture of the truck and of the tire, or they have 3 pictures. The more pictures that you have up on your posting of your vehicle for sale, the better it's going to be for you. Also, I highly recommend that anybody that is selling a vehicle, I highly recommend that they take the vehicle, get a safety inspection done, and include the safety inspection Carfax and whatever else you have, include that in with the sale of the car. Because when you include a safety inspection in the sale of a car, that takes a lot of the pressure off of the person buying the car to get the safety inspection done. So, I thank you very much for listening to me rant on and me tell you about what I look for and how my experience in buying a car has transpired, and a lot of learning that I had to do. So I hope this does help, and I hope this helps people who are selling vehicles and give them ideas of how to sell their vehicle. A lot of pictures. Description, description, description. Don't just say I have a 2000 whatever Honda Accord and then leave it at that. Okay? Just explain everything. The pros, the cons. Like, this is such an awesome car and great on gas, but it may need a wheel alignment for the con. Okay? This is an example. Okay? So the more information you can give on a vehicle, the better it's going to be for you and the better it's going to be for the consumer. And also, like I said, include the safety inspection on the vehicle that you're trying to sell. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm Tori, and I'm saying bye for now.